Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and this time we are going to be talking about Destiny Rising. As you can see, I'm actually in the game. This is 24 hours later of my first impressions, basically. I knew I was going to have fun playing this game. I already knew that. That was just already a thing that was in my mind, right? But I didn't realize I would have as much fun as what I actually did have. And I'm just going to say now, yes, I've spent money on the game. Yes, I've probably spent a little bit too much money on the game. But having said that, the game does throw a lot of things at you in regards to the materials as well. But without getting too deep into it just yet, I'm just gonna say now, there's a few things that I really love about this game that I just want to get into, and there's a few things that maybe I feel like could be a little bit better. So we're gonna get the negatives out the way first, purely because there's not many of them, and I kind of want to keep that brief because overall this is a very good experience. So first of all, when it comes to the actual UI system, We'll talk about the ghost in a minute, by the way. That is so cool. But anyway, there's a lot of menus. There's a lot of menus everywhere. So let me just show you exactly very quickly what that looks like. So you've got events, but then you can go back. You've got the draw table, and then you've got a second draw table. Then you can go back. You've got the battle pass, but then the battle pass has, you know, multiple layers to it, but you can choose to exchange it, which is a separate page. But if you don't want to do that, you can go just below it to get exotic weapons, just below that to exchange for materials. The very top one, there's more materials there. You can use that to go back to the store, but then you've got different packs that all, you know, have different options down here, as well as different packs here, as well as different packs here. Hello, Max.
I just opened one crate and look at what I got.
You just got Yolder again, so you can now use that to infuse. And again, guys, we're going to be talking about that in just a moment as well. But this is the bit that I just wanted to kind of get out of the way, because there are a lot of things here. And, you know, I'm not just specifically saying things that are monetized. I just mean things in general. There's a lot of sub-menus everywhere. A lot of things that take you in different places. So activities will take you to strikes and things like the 9. A lot of clutter on the screen. Same with the adventures here, but then you can scroll through all of these. Some of them are locked, some of them are open. Some of them actually do the exact same thing. For example, I can go to Haven Ops and choose strike, or I can just go to the weapon icon and choose strike. So there's different windows to do the exact same thing. It's a little bit cluttered. I do feel like it can be refined a lot more. It literally is just going to be one of those things that I feel like just you get used to it, I guess, is what I want to say. I highly doubt it's going to change. So I think it is just one of those things where it just gets better with experience. Secondly, the performance. The performance is very good. I'm actually using an emulator right now. This is an emulator that NetEase actually made themselves. By the way, this is kind of a positive and a negative. The positives is that I did 0 optimizations. I loaded it into the game. Everything worked immediately. The only thing I changed was my sensitivity. Controls are the exact same as Destiny 1. WASD to move around. Jump to is space. Control is slide. You know, left click, right click, shooting weapons, aiming weapons. Your super is the same button, which is F if you're a PC player. Getting out your Sparrow is the exact same, which is tab and then E, as you can see on the bottom left there. Yeah, I feel like they optimized it really well, and I'm so pleased with that. The only disadvantage is because I'm using an emulator, you do get little stutters here and there, and they're extremely minor. But I have noticed already in this video, it's happened a few times already. Finally, I just want to get the gacha system out of the way. This game is definitely monetization hungry. Pretty much everything has a currency behind it. I mean, like a premium currency. You've got the battle pass, you've got different loot boxes, you've got different crates, and the amount of crates that you open overall lead to an award. In fact, I'll show you what that looks like right now. You can go to the store, and you can go to bundles. I won't lie to you, I've already got a couple of these crates. One thing I'll say right now is ignore what I've bought. I've spent money on this game, and that's all I'm going to say. But hey, look, listen, I don't go out. I've got no social life. My best mate lives in north of the UK, and I don't drink and I don't do drugs. Let me live, all right? But anyway, when I said that when you open a certain amount of crates, you get a reward, these are the exotic dual pistols that we saw in Gwyn's gameplay trailer. And if you look here, it says you need to purchase a total of 7 at 7 bundles here. But eventually, it will add up to the exotics dual pistols, I guess. Eventually, when I get to 7, I will unlock that. But yeah, that's just one example. And then obviously, you've got the silver shop. Then you've got subscriptions. This is something I haven't even looked into yet. Oh my god. But yeah, this is a whole thing. everything. Obviously, you've got the Founder Edition, which gives you like a premium title if you care so much about that. Then you've got blessings here. I don't even know what a blessing is. Moving on from that, obviously you've got Gwyn and her skin. I do think the skin looks absolutely insane, by the way. I prefer the original scythe that you get with Gwyn, but the actual armor, especially with the helmet here, when you put that helmet on, that looks really, really gorgeous here. But then obviously when you go home and you go to draw, you've obviously got Gwyn here, and then you've got the other characters as well. Like I said, I've spent money on this game, so I think I've got every single character in the game now, as well as duplicates to enhance them and things like that. But that's only because I wanted to do that. I knew I was going to be spending money on this game anyway. But the point that I'm trying to say is that if you're not able to kind of control yourself when it comes to the monetization factor of this game, it definitely can be quite vicious. So all I would say is just be careful. If you have the money to spare and you've got no life like me, sure, go for it. Again, just be sensible. I'm already at my limit now. I know I'm not going to do anything else. That's me done until next month, and the month has only just started. So yeah, but the positive side of it is the game actually throws out so many materials at you. So, for example, I'll just show you here. So, these materials that you use to draw, the Bon Voyage stuff, so you got the pink ones up here, and then you got the blue ones up here. They literally just throw them at you. And let's just say you want to draw 10 right now, right? You can use these Lumia leaves, I think they're called, to act as currency. And these things drop like absolute wildfire in this game. Pretty much everything that you do just drops these materials. It's very, very good. And to be honest with you, as much as I say that I've spent money on this game, pretty much every duplicate that I've got for a character in this game, that's purely because I've just got these and they just hand them out for free. And I'll just give you an example of that right now. When you walk around Haven as well as other areas in the map, you'll find little hidden areas like this. And occasionally you'll see chests and little golden butterflies like this. And when you find things like this, you can pick it up. And there you go. It just drops the material for you. The minimum I believe that I've ever seen is 5. But you can get 10s, you can get 15s. If you spent like a few hours just sitting down and just exploring the area, you can honestly get a lot of things for free. And, you know, as you progress more of the campaign and you log in and do your dailies and all that, everything that requires you to just play the game and not spend any money, you get a lot of the Bon Voyage tokens. In fact, to be honest with you, this little picture of the chest here, I see this chest all the time. So I can go here, I can claim it, and look, there you go. I just got 5 again. So that's literally 10 that I just got in the last 5 minutes. So there, it literally just throws it at you. And I think that that really is a good thing, because it just means that as much as the monetization in this game is definitely harsh, it definitely likes to throw it in your face, you can literally just ignore all of that, go completely free to playing, and still have a really, really good time. I paid for Gwyn. I'm not going to lie to you. I paid for Gwyn, and I got her on the guaranteed 60 pulls. But Max plays Yolder, and Yolder, I would say, is just as strong as Gwyn. You know, if not stronger, if you spec in correctly with certain artifact mods and things like that. Moving on from that, with getting kind of like the cons out of the way, I do want to talk about the pros, even though I've hinted to some of the pros already when talking about this game. First of all, Haven. Absolutely beautiful location. Being able to see the amount of players just running around, doing their own thing, just having a good time is so insane. Even something as basic as this. This is going to sound so silly and I don't even care. But just being able to just go look at one of these shops here and just sit down. Again, I know that's basic, but to me, when you get these little features like this, it just makes things so much more immersive. And it's just such a basic touch. Pretty much around every single corner in Haven, you'll have people in the area. Here's some more butterflies, actually. Let me very quickly go and claim that. And again, in these past like 5-10 minutes, I've now got 15 of these. Like these, I'm telling you guys, they drop them like wildfire. Just like in the tower, just like in Destiny 2, you've got the football and everything, so that's still a thing with the fireworks. Haven is just a really, really gorgeous location. I would actually go as far as to say that Haven looks so much better than the tower that we have right now in Destiny 2. It's just so much more interactive. It's so much more alive. It's beautiful to look at. It's aesthetically pleasing. And overall, it's just a really fun experience to just walk around and just enjoy looking, if that makes sense. I'm very, very sure that there are places in Haven that I've not even experienced yet. But it's just gorgeous. It really is just so lush and so just visually pleasing to the eye. It's really, really nice. Oh, bloody hell, I don't even think I've... Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, it just blows my mind. It's absolutely insane. And just speaking of menus and areas that just look gorgeous and visually pleasing to look at, take a look at the world map, guys. Look at this. How gorgeous is that? I think that looks absolutely incredible. And again, it's so basic. It's so easy to do. Oh my god. I didn't even realize that flew past the screen. But there you go. It's there. It's fun. And I just like it. I just think it looks so clean. It looks so polished. And it just looks like a premium product. And obviously, you know, obviously this is premium, right? It's a fully fledged game. It is Destiny. But it just makes it feel like you've purchased money on a AAA title. It just looks that good. All right, moving on to the actual gameplay of the game. In fact, actually, no, sorry. Before I get onto... Oh my god, there's more butterflies. See, this is what I mean, guys. I still haven't properly explored everything, but... That's now 20 of these now, and I've not even done a mission. I've just been casually walking around speaking to you guys. But before I continue, there is a couple more little kind of nods that I really, really like about this game that I just wish was in Destiny 2. Well, I guess actually, you know what? The ghost feature that I'm about to talk about, I guess, cannot be in Destiny 2 because you've got your own ghost. But because this is a game whereby you switch between all these different characters, when you press tab on your keyboard.
I've got an idea. Let's go on a killing spree.
Every guardian in this game has their own ghost.
You want to hear a joke, Gwyn? What do you mean I only tell bad jokes? No slandering me.
And they each have their own VAs, and they each have their own personality, and it's so sick. So this guy, oh my god, I actually love him. I actually think he's so good. Like, at some moments he talks about how pleasing death is, like how good death is, and then Gwyn kind of like relates to that as well, because Gwyn's constantly talking about how amazing death is. And you've got like Ikora's ghost, which is constantly speaking about statistics and stats and things like that. And then you got Tan2's ghost. And if you guys don't know who Tan2 is, he's the warlock with the dreadlocks. And his character is really, really awesome because he has a split personality, kind of like Failsafe, only this time it's actually bearable. Whereby he's like arguing with himself. One side is, you know, really calm and pleasing to listen to. The other one's really vicious and shouting and just really aggressive. And his ghost is the exact same way too, also with its own VA as well. And I just love that little touch. I love that little nod. And again, it just makes it feel like everyone has their own ID. It makes it feel like everyone has their own kind of identity in the game as well. I just think it's a good nod. There's another thing here as well. If you press tab and click on your name here, it says at the top, revived on the 8th of the 28th, 2025. Now, obviously, that's when Destiny Rising came out. But the reason why I think this is super cool is because they specifically use the term revived on. And, you know, that's obviously when our Guardian was brought to life by is it Sev? Sorry if I get that name wrong. Obviously, the Ghost of Wolf. I've not played Wolf as much, if I'm just being honest. The only time I play Wolf is when the game forces me to play Wolf in specific missions, but I'm not a hunter main. I knew I wanted to get my hands on Gwyn immediately anyway, but I just think that's a really nice touch. Again, it's something so basic, but it just really makes you feel like the devs have just taken every tiny little detail into account, even something as basic as this, and I just really like it. Right, I'm gonna load into a strike real quick, guys, because I just want to show you some gameplay now as well, and I just want you to show how smooth and fluid this thing actually is. And by the way, I was at work today and I completed a mission and a strike on my phone, and it was flawless. It was incredible. And again, I didn't have to optimize anything, not even the sensitivity on my phone, to be honest with you. It just worked, and I loved that. It was zero issues. The game is optimized really, really well. But let's go into a strike real quick. I'm just gonna load into, I don't know, we can just go to, we'll just do the same one that we did last time.
Hi, Wolf. Think you could convince Radagast to hold a rock concert in Haven?
Ooh, good call. Would be cool to fly over the city playing guitar once everything's settled.
How childish.
Alright guys, this is the game. And one thing that I was talking about when I was looking at gameplay of this is that I didn't want too much clutter on screen. And there's barely any. Even the map is in the correct direction. I didn't even put the map there. The map just generically got there because that's how it is on PC if you play Destiny 2, right? But yeah, my first impressions of this game is unbelievably positive. I'm very, very, very pleased with it. I think they hit that down on the head. They know exactly what they're doing, and there's still so much more in this game that I want to explore. Things that I haven't even seen yet that I know is in the game, like the firing range. I unlocked a crossbow today that I haven't even used. I got a crossbow sooner in this game than what I did in actual Destiny 2. So there's that. You've also got clan housing as well, which I'm really excited for. I can't wait to see what that looks like. I'm just overall pleased. And it's so strange as well because there's things in this game that just don't exist that actually do exist in Destiny 2, like armor. Something as basic as armor. You won't be looting for armor in this game. It's literally just weapons. And certain characters have certain weapons that you can use. So, for example, Gwyn is dual pistols and a shotgun. That is literally all you can use with Gwyn. You can't use a pulse rifle. You can't use an AR. You have to use these set of weapons with that certain character. And to be honest with you, I actually really like that. At first, I didn't think I was going to enjoy that, but again, it just makes it really unique. It makes it feel like you have to kind of think about what you're bringing to the fight and just making sure that things are properly optimized depending on what activity you're going into. I like that way of thinking. It's a fresh point of view. We're not used to having that in Destiny. I think it's good. I think it's good. And hey, look, if you don't want that, you want it to be like Destiny 2, just play Destiny 2. You know what I mean? I really enjoy Gwyn's abilities as well. Like, she is just so fun to play. You can pick up like these little purple orbs. And when you pick up these purple orbs, it puts like a 1 next to the crosshairs you can see. And then when you use her kind of abilities, like that one, for example, you should see how it shot out 1 ball just there. That stacks all the way up to 5. And you can shoot out like these like 5 orbs that come out and deal void damage. And when you cast her ultimate, it just automatically gives you 4. Like it's just a good fun system. Again, every character is unique. And I can't wait for them to add the other subclasses just to see what Strand and Stasis would be like in a game like this. It's definitely an interesting one. One thing that I actually think is a real positive for this game as well is it is inherently a mobile game. And because it's a mobile game, traditionally you're on the go with your mobile phone, right? It's not something that you typically use at home constantly to play games. It's something that's on the go with you, whether you use it for work or social media or whatever it is. Your phone is like a passive thing that happens in life as you go on each day in your life, right? So the reason why I think that's important is because these strikes that we're doing right now, they're like 5 minutes. They're like 5-6 minutes. So if you're on a train, or if you're on a break, or if you're on like a 30-minute quick break or whatever on your lunch, you can just bang out a couple strikes and still have plenty of time left. And I love that. One of the things that I actually mentioned about this game before it even came out is I just like the idea that it's basically Pocket Destiny. Pocket Destiny is the Destiny that I want right now. And look, when there's server downtime for Destiny 2, I know which game I'm going to play. The audio for some reason has gone really quiet, but it's fine. Not too sure why that's happened. Weird. But you know what? Something that kind of stands out to me as well is the fact that it just very clearly goes to show that fans that play Destiny and love Destiny ultimately just want more Destiny. Like, I'm a little bit drained and a little bit burnt out of the grind when it comes to Destiny 2, but I still want to play Destiny, the game, like just Destiny in general, right? So just playing this is just such a huge breath of fresh air. It's just a good time. It just is a good time, and that is it. That is the strike. Oh, the audio has come back. Brilliant. So, lastly, before I close off this video here, is the loot system. So, loot doesn't fly up in the air with this anymore. You have to go over to the chest, and you have to interact with it. And I love this. This loot screen here, where it all just drops in front of you like this. I love that. I love that so, so much. So, I can literally just hit confirm on this, and then it finishes off with MVP. So obviously Max got MVP here, and just like in Destiny 2, we can honor them. So we can do core teammate, fount of fun, or thoughtful. I'll do core teammate, and then we can just hit continue. But it's fantastic. You can see how much damage we all did. I think I came second, and then Wolf came third. Yeah, there you go. So it's just a screen that I just enjoy seeing. The more information I have as the player, the better, as far as I'm concerned. And then we can just hit exit. And then we can leave the activity, and it just takes us straight back to Haven. There's a lot more to this game that I'm not going to go into. I might do that in a separate video because there's many game modes in this game. There's many story missions in this game. There's a campaign in this game. There's sparrow racing in this game. There's events in this game. There's even more strikes than what I just showed you. There's character lore. There's, I think, did I say raids? There's raids. There's a lot. Events, the lot. This game has it. So I don't want this video to be too long because this is just our first impressions. But everything that I'm explaining to you guys right now in this video is literally just my first hands-on experience. And I have to say, guys, it really is positive. I'm so pleased with the game. I'm just overall happy with how it turned out. I'm having a good time playing it. And yeah, ultimately, I'm just having such a good time. Guys, I appreciate you tuning into this video today. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below on what your opinions are of Destiny Rising. I just love how they just start talking as well. The actual idle animations in this game is so sick, by the way. There's one idle animation that she has where she brings her staff out and kind of twirls it around and is hovering. Like, oh sorry, not staff, her scythe. It's just, again, it's just little things like that that I just think are really great touches. But anyway, guys, like I said, your thoughts and opinions is what matters to me the most. So let me know what that is in the comment section below. And I will catch you in the next video that I next make. Guys, thank you so much for your time today. And take care. See you later.